Today, I have an amazing package for you guys, and that is the similarities and differences between Venom and Carnage. And you don't want to miss the last one because I kept that one specially for those who are going to watch it till the end, where you're going to get the most amazing of the differences between Venom and Carnage. And before we get there, I just want to give a brief summary of who Carnage is and how he came about, because I want to believe a couple of you don't know how he came about. So who is Carnage? So just in a brief summary, Carnage is literally like a spawn of Venom. And you might be asking, who is a spawn or what is a spawn? So spawn is like the equivalent of giving birth. So literally, Carnage came from Venom. So Carnage is like the offspring of Venom. So when Carnage got out of Venom, so it had to look for a host, and the first host which it landed on, and this is the only host it had ever gotten into, is a serial killer who was known as Cletus Kasady. So as this spawn of Venom got merged with Cletus Kasady, it later on formed the Carnage. So this is how the Carnage actually came from, an offspring from Venom, and literally after merging with Cletus Kasady, it formed the Carnage. So now you know who the Carnage is. So let's get into first the similarities between Venom and the Carnage. The first and the most evident similarity which is between both of them is they are both monsters. So it's literally what you can see. And what about them which is so similar also is their eyes. You see, their eyes literally are wide and is distinct from their body, and also their teeth. They are also having like shark teeth. So literally both of them are monsters. And the second thing which we are going to be talking about is both of them are man-eaters. So that is the next similarity which they have. Both of them feed on humans. So that is why they are called man-eaters. And the next similarity which both of them have is like they are kryptonite, right? What affects them, or what can you do to them that is going to let them down, or maybe how to kill them? And that is loud sound, like extremely loud sound. They are both affected. That is Venom and Carnage. They are both affected by extremely loud sound, as well as heat. So if you use fire on both Venom and Carnage, you can either kill them, or maybe you detach them from their host, and so on and so forth. So this is the way which, if you want to attack them, this is the easiest way which you can get through them. And also the last similarity which I'm going to be talking about, which is literally like the most interesting, is they both need a host. So Venom and Carnage, these are just monsters or stuff which actually need a host to be able to manifest or to form the way in which they are. So literally Venom needs a host in which it's going to get in so as to become Venom, as well as Carnage needs a host which it needs to get in to become Carnage. Now let's get into the interesting part, which is the differences between Venom and Carnage. And the most significant difference between both of them is like their color and their body structure. So literally Venom is normally black, as you can see him. So Venom is black, while Carnage is like bright red. And also their body structures is literally different. Why? Because Venom is literally like Batman, muscular kind of body, while the Carnage has this kind of bright red, fleshy or bony kind of, you get it? And then with a lot of arms. So that is like the distinct or the difference between Venom and Carnage, because when you see them, the main thing which you can see which differentiates both of them is their color, which means Venom is black and Carnage is bright red. The second thing that differentiates Venom from Carnage is, despite the fact that Venom is literally a man-eater, he's like a superhero because he's out there to stop crime, and Carnage is literally the opposite of Venom, because Carnage literally kills anyone he comes across. The next difference we are going to be talking about is the loyalty of Venom and Carnage. So Carnage is literally very loyal, and he is loyal just to one person, and that is Cletus Kasady, because that is the only person which Carnage has been able to get into and merge together with. Carnage is literally very, very loyal, while Venom is the opposite, because Venom has gotten into several different hosts and he's never ever satisfied with the host in which he is in. So Venom has always been getting into different hosts, while Carnage has been just in one host from the beginning up to present. And this leads us to another very significant difference as well, which is their personality. Carnage has just a single personality, and he aims just to kill anyone who comes in his path, because he is also merged with a serial killer. So that is his own aim, and that is his personality. But Venom has different personalities, because the fact that Venom literally gets into several different hosts, all of their personalities affect Venom's personality. So Venom's personality is highly dependent on which host he is in presently. So that is another thing that differentiates both of them, because Carnage has just one personality while Venom has several personalities which are based on the host in which he is in. The next difference which we are going to be talking about is the origin. So what is the origin of Venom and what is the origin of Carnage? Venom was created by an ancient god who was named Null, and after his creation he was brought to Earth, and from Earth he has been jumping from one host to another. While Carnage, how he was formed was when Cletus was in the cell, he requested for Eddie Brock to come visit him, and when Eddie Brock came, who had Venom in him, he came and they got into some kind of a fight, and Cletus actually beat Eddie Brock. And while doing that, the symbiote, that is the spawn of Venom, which was Carnage, got into Cletus and got merged with him, and that was how Carnage came to life. So that is the different origins between Venom and Carnage. The next difference which we are going to be talking about, which is actually the second to the last, is the food which Venom and Carnage eat. So Carnage is literally just purely a man-eater. It eats just humans, like flesh, while Venom also, even though Venom is a man-eater, but also Venom likes chocolate. So that is another thing which Venom does, which is literally different from Carnage, because we don't see anywhere where Carnage actually goes for chocolate. If you are loving the content that you are getting from this video right now, I'll be very happy if you subscribe and destroy that like button. So now let's get to the final difference between Venom and Carnage, and this is literally the most interesting, and this is the relationship Venom and Carnage have with their host. And we are going to start with Venom. So Venom has a very friendly or family kind of relationship it has with Eddie Brock, and they are both two different people. So Venom and Eddie Brock are two different people, and that is why when Eddie Brock always talks, it always refers to himself as we, because he knows that Venom is in him and they are both two different people. And that is why you can see most times in the movie Venom literally jumps from one host to another, because they are both separate people and they have kind of similar likes, because just like I gave one of the differences earlier, Venom's personality is highly dependent on the host in which he is in. So that is why whenever they are together, most at times what they want, or sometimes even though what they don't want at times are a little bit different, but the similarity between them, they have some kind of likes and dislikes which are a little bit similar. While on the Carnage side, it's totally different, because Carnage is literally one person. So what happened was, when the spawn of Venom got into Cletus Kasady became one with Carnage. So literally that is one person, and that is why for the entire movie, and I want to believe for subsequent movies, you will not see the Carnage jumping or getting into another host, because they have merged to become one. And that is why when Cletus Kasady is talking, he refers to himself as I, while when Eddie Brock is talking, he refers to himself as we, because he is different from Venom. So these are all the differences which I could come about between Venom and Carnage. And if you have some other amazing differences between Venom and Carnage, please let us know in the comment section down below, because I'm going to be very happy to see what other similarities or differences you have between Venom and Carnage. So this is all I have for you guys today. If you love what you've seen and you long to see more, please let me know in the comment section down below. And also don't forget to check out the card here to get to the previous video which I made. And also don't forget to subscribe, destroy the like button. And on that note, catch you guys in the next one.